As a 21st century American pastor, I have it so good compared to millennia of pastors and church leaders over the years. I have a church that by and large is incredibly supportive. We've had our fights and issues, but we've been very supported as a family. I have 4 kids. They're provided for. We have a roof over our heads. And I can say pretty much whatever I want from the pulpit according to the word of God as best I can. I have elders who will call me out if I don't do that well, and I'm incredibly blessed. But there are some people, pastors, who in our day in the 21st century experience tremendous persecution. These pastors serve at the risk of death. They are unjustly imprisoned. It is a very difficult environment, and one of the worst places to serve right now as a pastor is in China. Here's a story of one of those pastors, Pastor Jean.
He spent over a decade working for the Communist Party-controlled churches, known as the Three Self-Patriotic Movement churches. Eventually, he began to feel the government should not be setting the agenda and teachings of a church.
That is not the church that glorifies God, because it is not the church that puts God ultimately as the leader.
What his daughter Grace, who's being interviewed, is saying is that you can't have the state above the church, because if the state is above the church, then the state is the head of the church. Jesus Christ is the only true head of the church. And so Pastor Jean started Zion Church, which is an underground free church in China. Last October, he was arrested and he's still detained. His daughter Grace and her husband are going to be interviewed in just a second. I'm going to show you. But they've been working tirelessly to see him released from this unjust imprisonment.
The likelihood of getting Grace's dad out or any of those with him is extremely low. It would be a miracle. We believe in a God of miracles, so we are hoping for that actively. We're pushing the U.S. government and any government we can to help make that happen.
And it's not just about my dad's story, it's about the story of so many of these Christians in all these years that's been suffering for their faith.
Just last Friday, President Trump spoke with the Chinese president asking for the release of Pastor Jean, and he said he would strongly consider it. So please pray for him and pray for all persecuted Christians all over the world. They are our brothers and sisters.